Hello everyone, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang, and today we're gonna be taking a look at all the new features added in the recent free update of The Sims 4 on February 25th, 2025. The Sims franchise has turned 25 back in February 4th, so this month contains many new things to cover. Before continuing, a quick reminder that I now have a creator code as part of the EA affiliate program. Enter the code onlyabidoang when purchasing any Sims games or Sims 4 packs in the EA desktop app or thesims.com if you want to directly support me, but keep in mind that it's not a discount code. Okay, enough yapping about that, let's check out what this update has to offer. I'm just gonna dive straight into what you guys are waiting for, Burglars. Yeah, they're finally back in the game after more than 10 years since The Sims 4 was released, which is basically a crime in itself. And thank gosh it's not an exclusive pack feature, because you never know these days. So, from now on, at midnight, there's a rare chance a burglar will sneak into your Sims homes, usually when everyone is asleep. They also got their own new burglar music, which you have to listen to. Before continuing, keep in mind that if you do not wish for burglars to appear, you can disable them in the settings. Anyway, when an active burglary is happening, you cannot save the game nor modify the lot. They will then sneak into your Sims home and start looking around for objects to steal. In new save files created after this update, the burglar will always be this Sim called Robin Banks. I see what they did there. While on old saves created before the update, a randomly generated sim will be assigned instead. That's not always the case though, because some players said that a random sim is the burglar in their new saves instead. Anyway, after they've decided which object to steal, which are usually valuable objects like electronics or appliances, they will pull out a large sack bag and steal the object with it like the good old days. And thank gosh they don't do that one generic swiping animation, because I will be so pissed if they do. Burglars will steal several objects per visit, usually 3 to 4 objects, and their presence will not wake Sims up, even if they're in the same room. If they've successfully done all that with no one trying to confront them, they will leave your home with all the stolen objects. Thankfully, the game will now provide a notification listing all the objects stolen by them. Your Sims will also get sad after their objects got stolen. The Sim in your household will react to the burglar once they stumble upon one while awake, in which case they will start panicking. After that, they will usually run away to evacuate, similar to when there's a fire. Some Sims react differently to burglars. Sims with certain traits may choose to fight them immediately once encountered instead of freaking out. Teen Sims may also react by taking a selfie first and then running away in fear. Yeah, they suck alright, but at least they're mindful enough to still respect the no shoes indoors rule. They're criminals, not monsters. So what can you do when a burglary is happening? Well, there are several options that can be done if you click on a burglar. First of all, you can choose to confront them, where your Sims will outright scold them. Sometimes they won't take your confrontation seriously, but you can still try to confront them again and again. If successful, they will immediately leave the lot. But never do this when they've already stolen some of your objects, because they will end up leaving the lot without returning the stolen objects. You will also get a new negative sentiment after confronting them. You can also choose to confront them physically and start a fight with them, but be sure to have high enough fitness skill, because if you lose the fight, they will leave the area without returning any of the stolen objects. If you win the fight and they've already stolen some objects, they will return all the stolen objects into your household inventory and then run away in fear. You can also choose to call the police station instead by clicking on a burglar or using your phone. Once called, a police officer will immediately come into your home, which makes the burglar freak out. After that, the cop will initiate a fight with them. If the cop wins, the stolen objects will be returned. The cop will then bring the burglar out for an inspection and then both will leave the lot together. There's also a rare chance the burglar will beat the cop up though, which makes the cop pass out and the burglar escape the scene with all the stolen objects. Additionally, while the police are inspecting the burglar outside, you can choose to distract the officer, in which your Sim will distract them with an air horn, giving the burglar a chance to escape. After this, the cop will scold you for doing that, but you'll gain a small relationship boost with the burglar. Additionally, you can also force a burglary to happen with cheats. Shift plus click on your mailbox, or A plus B for Xbox or Circle plus X on PlayStation, and choose Schedule a burglar visit. It won't happen immediately though, you need to wait until it's midnight for the burglary to trigger. If you've interacted with the burglar, they will appear in your relationship panel. As mentioned before, the Sim is always Robin Banks in new save files after the update, and you can choose to meet her later if you want. If she dies or moves in with your household, a newly generated Sim will take her place as the new burglar in town. If you add her to your household, she will be in level 1 of the criminal career. All burglars will always have the kleptomaniac, evil, and materialistic trait. After experiencing a burglary, Sims can perform this mean interaction to accuse someone to being the burglar. Doing this will reduce the relationship slightly, but if the accused is actually the burglar, they will immediately become enemies after that. Besides that, you can also call the police station even if there are no burglars. After they arrive, they won't be too happy about your prank and you'll be fined 500 simoleons. And if you're wondering if you can call the cops if a vampire is breaking in, nope, the police will still consider you calling them as a prank and leave. I guess vampires are above the law. Of course, you're not expected to directly confront the burglar all the time. This is where the alerts burglar alarm comes in handy. It can be bought in buy mode under the miscellaneous segment of electronics and can be placed on the wall. Once placed and the alarm detects a burglar around its vicinity, it will be triggered, which will alert and wake everyone up in the house. The burglar will also start freaking out over this, and not long after that, they will run away in fear. If they manage to steal some objects first and then the alarm is triggered after, the stolen objects will also be returned. The alarm can also break, so be sure to check it often. Unlike in the previous games, a triggered alarm won't call the cops immediately, but it can once you upgrade the alarm to have it linked with the police. Now, if it's triggered because of a burglar, the police will automatically be contacted, and like before, they will find the burglar and arrest them. There's also this other upgrade so the alarm breaks less often, and the shocking upgrade that zaps the burglar when they're detected by the alarm. The shock upgrade will also have them drop the stolen objects, which is pretty pointless because scaring them off with the alarm alone will do that already, as I mentioned before. But if you want to torture the burglar a bit more, well, there you go. Anyway, the police link and shock upgrade can be disabled each if it's already applied. Oh, and before you ask, no, the alarm will not work on vampires breaking in either. Besides fighting burglars, other features from packs also provide different ways of scaring them off. Aliens from the Get to Work pack can erase their memories, which will make them leave afterwards. Sims who are in the scientist career from the same pack can use the ray gun to freeze them or mess them up, scaring them away. Vampires can drink their plasma or use mind-controlling powers on them to scare them away. Both cats and dogs can scare off burglars if they do notice them, which will also make them leave. It won't always work though, sometimes they will just ignore them. Horses can also react to the burglar and intimidate them, but they don't seem to be scared by them and will continue stealing stuff up for some reason. Mermaids from the Island Living pack can sing them Siren's Lullaby to make them leave. Servos from the Discover University pack that are equipped with the Sim Defense Matrix Behavior module can zap burglars, which will also make them go away. Reaching level 2 of the Secret Society organization in the university will let you summon sprites to attack burglars. Spellcaster from the Realm of Magic game pack can use various chaotic spells on them. After casting one of these spells, the burglar will immediately leave the lot. Bonehilda from the Paranormal pack will beat up burglars and make them leave the lot if she noticed them. Werewolves can intimidate them directly to scare them away. Ghosts can use one of their many powers from the Life and Death pack to make them leave the house. And even Agnes Crumplebottom from the Cottage Living pack will beat them up with her purse if she happens to stumble upon one. There are probably few more that I haven't covered, but like winning a fight with burglar, doing all this will count as scaring the burglar, which will also return all the objects they've stolen. Additionally, if you have this window from the High School Years pack, burglars can also enter your home through this window. And if you have the Growing Together pack, you'll get the first burglary milestone upon experiencing it for the first time. After a burglar steals your Sim's object, there's a chance your Sim will develop a fear of being burgled. With this fear, if a burglar breaks into their home again, they will always get scared and will be unable to confront or fight them. Because of that, they will always run away in fear. To conquer this fear, you need to fulfill this special want right here where they would like to have a burglar alarm installed. Fulfilling this alone won't be enough because they will then also have this other one to increase their fitness skill so they can fare better when encountering a burglar. After doing so, this fear will finally be conquered for good. This update also adds in a brand new lot challenge called Heist Havoc. If equipped on your lot, this makes it so that burglaries will happen more often at night. It was also stated that the burglar alarms will eventually become faulty and have a mind of their own at times, but apparently this wasn't the case in mine because the alarm always worked. Maybe it means that it will break more often, I'm not sure. Now we get to new creative sim features. The tattoo category has gotten some big changes to prepare for the new tattooing feature in the upcoming Business and Hobbies expansion pack. The previous scroll down menu in the tattoo category has now been changed into this more organized menu with each category divided based on the tattoo locations in your sim's body. You will also get a different camera angle in Creative Sim when adding tattoos in certain areas. Additionally, one of the big changes here is that similar to makeup, tattoos can now be completely customized with their new hue, saturation, opacity, and brightness sliders, which will now make customizing tattoo appearance even more flexible. Keep in mind that not all tattoos have all these 4 sliders available. Some tattoos are only limited to the opacity slider. Also, this update adds in a new tattoo category in the gallery. It's still empty for now, but this category will be reserved for the custom tattoo paint mode feature in the upcoming Business and Hobbies expansion pack. When applying hand accessories such as rings and bracelets, the camera will now zoom into one of your sim's hands, similar to when editing your sim's nails. You can still spin your sims around if you like to see the other hand. There are 2 new Creative Sim items to celebrate the sim's anniversary. First is this embroidered crew neck that your sim can wear. There's also this new pixel plum bob hoodie, which kinda bothers me because it has the Simlish word so and dak but written in Latin. They should make another version but written in Simlish alphabet like the previous anniversary topwear in the last update. Anyway, these 2 topwares are based on the official 25th anniversary merch in the Sims online merch shop. Also, you can find some of the Burglars outfit in Creative Sim as well, including the mask, the beanie, and the turtleneck, though I think some of these have been in the game for a while. Correct me if I'm wrong since I didn't really pay attention to Creative Sim, but I think the masks are new. Police officer uniform are also supposed to be in the base game, but I think they're hidden in Creative Sim, so you cannot pick them. The uniform is identical to the detective uniform from the Get to Work pack. When your sim is traveling in the map view, you can now see the current location of your active sim from their portrait right here. This helps you pinpoint where your sims are right now. The BlandCo contemporary kitchen set in the base game, which consists of a counter, an island counter, and a cabinet, has gotten 4 new swatches, including its different parts. Here are all the new swatches. The dining room and study room category in build mode has gotten new icons, so they're much easier to be identified. The dining room uses this chair icon, while the study room uses this desk and computer icon. Now back to gameplay. If you have the Get Together expansion pack, there are some new additions in the club feature. First of all, occult member requirements are now grouped into this new occult category instead of the trade category. Additionally, there are many new additional activities added for your club activity. This includes base game activities, which are drinking tea, viewing collectibles, tending and harvesting plants, and using the activity table, and pack activities such as flower arranging, giving massages, playing with pets, using water vehicles, making and drinking ranch nectars, using chaotic or helpful spells as a spellcaster, using good ghost powers, and using werewolf abilities. The mentoring feature in base game has experienced a bit of an overhaul. Previously, mentoring could only be done on 9 base game skills, which are guitar, painting, piano, violin, writing, fishing, fitness, logic, and programming skills. You also need to have this mentor reward trait unlocked and reach level 10 of the skill you want to mentor. Now, the list has been expanded and you can mentor in even more skills, such as cooking, comedy, video gaming, gardening, mischief, mixology, and many others. And this includes skills from other packs, such as baking, fabricating, flower arranging, robotics, singing, and much more. You also don't need to have this mentor reward trait anymore. As long as you've reached level 5 in any skill, you can start mentoring someone if that sim has lower skill level than you. You can hover over the skill info to get to know which skills are mentorable and which objects can be used to mentor that specific skill. The higher the mentor skill level, the faster the student will learn. Offering a paid mentorship is also apparently a thing, and sims can be paid per hour when mentoring. The more experienced you are in a skill, the better the payment, but strangely this feature doesn't seem to work now. My sim here has been mentoring for hours, but he never got paid a single penny here. I first thought that it could have been a mistakenly implemented feature that was supposed to be for the upcoming pack, but paid mentorship was still mentioned in the base game lessons menu, so yeah, this new interaction is bugged. You might be wondering, is the mentor reward trait useless now that any sim can mentor? Well, this reward trait also gets a change. It is now been changed into this Super Mentor reward trait, which will now make you more effective at mentoring so the student will learn faster. You will also be paid more for paid mentorships. This update also included the show outline option if you go to build mode in residential lots, and this lets you assign rooms for public area, employees, and residential for some reason. This won't have any effect if you edit them because apparently this feature was meant to be in the upcoming Business and Hobbies expansion pack, but was mistakenly included in the base game update. The team has stated that this wasn't intended and will remove this feature in the base game in the next update before the pack gets out. This update also provides a handful of bug fixes. I cannot show you all of them in this video, but here are some notable ones. You can now place objects next to raised platforms, even if the platform is on the other side of the wall, without running into the cannot intersect obstructing objects error message. Male Sims with a feminine frame can now wear certain tops without any spine distortion. Sims should no longer be able to go past through walls or teleport to the destination in narrow spaces. When placing larger lots with basements onto smaller ones, basements will now stay put as long as they'll fit within the boundaries instead of disappearing completely. If they're a bit too big, they will just be trimmed down to fit. The missing bathroom walls inside the Movers and Shakers gym in Willow Creek has now been restored. Adjusting the belly, butt, and thighs of a male sim will no longer transform certain full body outfits into deformed shapes. Fix certain cases where newly created sim will no longer start the game with a level of reputation or fame. Sims ears now wear these ear accessories from Discover University without visible jagged edges. The barista working at the thrifty bubble tea counter from the high school years pack will not be missing anymore, and many others that I haven't mentioned here. Feel free to take a look at the full patch note that I'll put in the description of the video. However, they still haven't fixed the indoor weather effect bug in this update, which is starting to get annoying to be honest. As always, Sims 4 update wouldn't be complete without introducing new bugs. You may notice that your child Sims look somewhat different after the update, or perhaps very different, distorted even. And some players have also stated that their child Sim's body looked so deformed it looks like they're pregnant, which is very disgusting. Apparently, this bug could happen if before updating, you've edited a sim with extreme body proportions as an adult, and then you change them into a child in Create a Sim. Then, if you play as them in the updated game, they will somehow retain their modified adult body shape. And it's not just child sims, toddler and infants also get this, and some players have even gotten the case of their babies looking buff as heck. The team acknowledged these issues and will be fixing them in the upcoming patch, but in the meantime, they provided a workaround to fix this by activating the cast.fullEdit mode cheat, modifying them in Create a Sim, changing them to a different gender, and then turning them back. So those are the brand new features and additions in the February 25th, 2025 update. Also, before continuing, I just want to thank the Sims team for sending me some of these 25th Sims anniversary gifts in real life. I never thought they would bother sending these to me, even if I live in Indonesia, so I really appreciate them for doing this. So here they sent me this cool looking stove candle, which I kinda regret lighting it up because the stove top looks all melted now. This dope milk carton shaped water bottle with missing Sims 2 version of Bella Goth, which is a neat reference to the Sims 2 Easter egg. This Sims themed 2025 calendar. Oh, how naive I was for not noticing the March calendar. These calendar stickers, this freezer bunny cooling gel, and this birthday card. Pretty cool stuff. Before ending this video, I wanna cover the last Sims Delivery Express that we got real quick back in 4th of February 2025, which is right where the Sims celebrate this anniversary. It was said to have included 70 plus new items in both Create a Sim and Build by mode. Let's check them out then. First, in Create a Sim, we got a handful of new topwares for both masculine and feminine sims with plenty of simple colored swatches to choose from, including turtlenecks, t-shirts, cardigans, jackets, sweaters, and also these two special topwares to celebrate the Sims anniversary, and they both have the Latin and Simlish version. There are also plenty of new bottomwears including skirts, jeans, shorts, and pants. We also got two colorful new sneakers, a sandal to wear. Feminine Sims got two new dresses, while masculine Sims got this suit with 3 different models. There are also some new accessories including this pearl necklace, chain, and neat looking scarf. There's a new cap as shown here. We also got new biker shorts as lighting accessories and also a new pair of socks. For hairstyles, there are 3 new hairstyles and an additional 3 that were based on existing hairstyles but with added baby hairs. There's also a new goatee facial hair included. Child Sims also got this new full body outfit, the same new footwears as adults, and also the new hairstyles. Toddlers got this cute hairstyle, and infants got this new full body dress. Now we get to the new build by items. We got 3 new floor tiles with this carpet and these 2 hexagonal pattern tiles. There's a new wall tile here. There are some new types of doors and windows of different styles and heights named HBD. We also got a new column and spandrels also named HBD, and for buy mode, there's a new furniture series called Simply Park. consisting of this lamp with 3 types of heights, and a new kitchen set with a counter, an island counter, a cabinet, and a bar table as an addition. There's a new fireplace and this rock that matches with said fireplace. We got a new pirate ship playground but themed around void critters, and finally we got this family picture decor with different pictures on each swatch. This delivery also included 2 new seamless songs on the stereo, Gigi Perez's Fable on the alternative station and Kim Petras' XXX on the pop station. I can play both due to copyright. And finally, the Blast from the Past event has been running for 4 weeks now. All the quests have been released and you only got until March 18th before the event ends, and you cannot claim the rewards anymore unless you use mods. I have covered all the reward objects on my previous update video back in January before the event starts, since I unlocked them early with mods. You will also be introduced by this new time traveler NPC, Amit Relevart. Despite the time travel theme, these quests are pretty basic. You need to talk to him, learn some skills, do some fetch quests, and do some other simple tasks to help him. You also get to learn the story behind this event. So those are the new things added in February in The Sims 4. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you liked the video, and if you do, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Sims videos like this if you haven't. See you later!